What's up guys? In this video, I forgot to put on a shirt again. Damn it! Hey guys, what do you think part 3 of the Final Fantasy VII Remake Project is going to be? Well, I went to dictionary.com and looked up a bunch of words that started with RE. Let's see where my research took me, shall we? First word is reconcilement or reconciliation. This is the fact of being restored to cordial relations with each other, settling differences, making peace. I think that definition actually fits the end of the game, but I can't imagine the game being called Final Fantasy VII Reconciliation. There's Final Fantasy VII Resolution. I think that's kind of too on the nose. Here's a word I had never heard of called redintegration. The act or process of redintegrating. You know what, dictionary.com? Do better. To redintegrate is a verb. It means to make whole again, restore to a perfect state, renew, reestablish. I think that definition definitely fits the third title of the game, especially the definition of reestablish, Cloud, with Tifa helping Cloud put together his mind, reestablishing Cloud's identity, his sense of self, reinstating him as leader again of the group. I think that would be very cool. I just don't think it would be called Final Fantasy VII Redintegration. I can't imagine that. I was looking at the word return. I don't think it's going to be called Final Fantasy VII Return, but looking at some synonyms of return, there's rebound, recovery, restoration, recompense, recrudescence, I don't know what that means, reinstatement, restitution, reversion, reestablishment. So let's briefly look at the word recompense, because in my opinion, Do Recompense was one of the coolest tracks in part 1 of the game. But it means to pay back, make restitution, something returned, to compensate. Final Fantasy VII Recompense? I don't think so, even though I think that title could be really cool. Final Fantasy VII Retinaculum, a bristle on the butterfly forewing that clasps to the frenulum of the hindwing. As cool as that sounds, I don't think that applies to our situation here. I have 2 left, so bear with me. Final Fantasy VII Retrograde. It's an adjective. It means directed or moving backward, like a retrograde flow, to go back in position or time, or to show retrogression as in planets, like in astronomy. All the planets will at some time appear to retrograde. It definitely reminds me of Final Fantasy VII Remake Intergrade. So how much do you want to bet that there's going to be a DLC called Final Fantasy VII Rebirth Retrograde? That might be too many R's, but it sounds kind of cool. Retrograde is a very cool sounding word. And actually during my research, I came across the word reprieve. Final Fantasy VII Reprieve. It's actually the name of one of the weapon passives learned by a wide variety of weapons in the game in Final Fantasy VII Remake. And reprieve is a verb. It means to cancel or postpone the punishment of someone, especially someone condemned to death. So that could mean if someone is condemned to death in the game, Final Fantasy VII Remake or Rebirth, if someone is going to die or someone is destined to die, reprieve means to cancel that or postpone it. That's very interesting. So you could possibly save someone from death or postpone someone's death. Final Fantasy VII Reprieve sounds pretty cool. I don't know if that'll be the name of the third game, but it's an interesting thought. Don't you think? No? Okay. What do you guys think? Final Fantasy VII Reconcilement, Resolution, Retinaculum, probably not. Return, Final Fantasy VII Redintegration, Final Fantasy VII Retrograde, Final Fantasy VII Reprieve. I do want to apologize for the bags under my eyes. This is the only face I have. I can't afford to go to Vicky Bello. Definitely let me know what your thoughts are, if you agree with any of these words that start with RE, or if you have any of your own to contribute. I know Fail Road Express mentioned Retribution. That would be a pretty cool title for the third game. Definitely let me know what you guys think. Thanks for watching this video. I hope you liked it. Consider subscribing if you want to see more Final Fantasy VII goodness. I hope this video finds you well. Take care of yourselves and each other. Say hi to your pets for me. You know, I washed my face for this video, but I didn't wash my hair, and I was very careful about the angles. Oh boy. Happy July 4th. Please refrain from using fireworks as they scare my pets. Final Fantasy VII Refrain.